All right. Hey, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another episode of Just Rambling the Podcast. My name is Rebere Sparks. I'm here with a great friend of mine, Nate Mosley. It's so funny, Nate and I, second guest on the podcast, who attended the Cleveland Heights University Heights School District and also a graduate of Cleveland Heights High School. Nate and I actually were teammates too. We had Jay Garrett on here.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's
So Nate and I also played football together. Funny enough, some people say you got to go through scars to build a friendship. Nate and I was doing one-on-ones with down the field. We didn't have helmets on. You remember that? And Nate head butted me in my eye and split my eye. So no, I get enough sleep. Just that scar, that was crazy. Still love you though, brother.
You had to bring that up.
Yeah, I had to bring that up though. So Nate and I played ball together, man. Nate is an amazing man, amazing father, amazing husband. Nate is also not just in tech, okay, but he's also an entrepreneur. When I say that I can call somebody or just hang with somebody that we gonna just be real. You gotta have individuals in your life that you could just be real. Nate is definitely one of them brothers, man. So I want to tell you, I appreciate you, brother. Love you. I really appreciate you being a guest on this podcast today, and I am excited, man. So with that being said, are you ready?
I'm ready, man. Let's do it.
Let's do it. Let's get it.
My dog. Look at that. All right.
Smell good too, brother.
Oh, thank you, man.
No doubt.
Thank you, man. One of them.
One of them.
Mm-hmm.
What's up with it?
All right, man. So, great job on the book.
I appreciate that.
Great
brother.
job on the book.
Mhm.
You wrote about creating order for your children.
Mhm.
Looking back now, what was the Most High creating in you while you thought you were creating order around them?
Good, man. Yeah, it's good. It's a good question. So I'm gonna try to find a way to answer that as I kind of think about the kind of order that I was setting. Dang, that was a good question. That was a good question. So, give you some context. So, one of the things, wow, that was a great question, bro. That's a great question. I promise you the reaction is going to align with the answer. So, one of the things I would do with my kids was I would notice that I had this nice house. You get in my house back there.
Yeah.
Right? So, I had this nice big house, and here I am now having to manage it, right? So, I started to give my kids small tasks. And one of their tasks I'll never forget was I went to the dollar store. I got these little labels. So I began to put on their dresser drawers, shirts, socks, underwear, right?
Mhm.
Playwear, right? And then I would give them bedtime and things, right? I would make sure that they kind of cook with me, right? I was finding creative ways because socks is crazy when you watch the
For
socks.
sure.
Right. So I was trying to find creative ways to keep their socks together, right? And I was having them a part of what we ate that night. So I don't remember in school or elementary school where you had that calendar that kind of showed or displayed, hey, this is what we're going to have this week. You got cold lunch, hot lunch, right? So I did that. I created this calendar in my kitchen. And it's funny, to your question, as I think about it, when I think about my emotions that I was experiencing
Yeah.
and different things that God was revealing to me,
Mhm.
I was having to put labels on those things. I was having to identify what was going on with me and when they were going on with me,
Mhm.
right? And when it was necessary, right? I never forget this, man. It was at one point in time that my pastor told me, he was like, and actually, I'll give that example. My pastor took all my guns. He took all my guns. I'm like, bro, why you need my guns? He was like, I need you to give me your guns. And I'm like, I ain't about to,
Mhm.
what are you talking about? I'm not about to shoot no, you tripping.
Right.
He was like,
I hear you. I hear you. But this season you're about to experience, you don't understand what you're getting ready to go through, and not to offend you, but it's going to help you to be able to allow me to help you make decisions during this time. I never forget this. So I'm like, okay. So I'm driving one day. I get one of those. I'm driving one day, and like something happened where I got cut off. This guy, the car, and I immediately thought about going for my weapon.
Yeah. Yeah.
Right. And I had, and I'm thankful because I'm like, wow, he was right. I would never thought I was about to like draw on somebody for cutting me off. Like, what? I'm better than that. Right. So when I look back then, I was starting to your question, identify and label what was going on with me internally.
Yeah.
And when it was happening.
Yeah.
Right. Like they say, every action, there's a reaction.
Mm-hmm.
Right. So now I'm having to pay attention. How am I responding to things
That's right.
that's going around me? So that's a great question. But does that make sense to answer your question?
Yeah. I mean, and it helps to have people who are real enough to cover your blind spots. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
People who can see things that you might not be able to see.
That was big for me because I would have. I'm like, bro.
Yeah.
I'm like, are you kidding me?
Be in that jumpsuit right now.
Yeah. And looking back, I'm like, wow.
Mm-hmm.
Over some stupid, like some stuff outside of that whole situation going on. I'm like, all right, bro. Yeah, whatever. Yep. You give me the finger. Okay, I'm number one. Give me the middle finger. I'm number one. Thank you. Have a good one, right? But here I'm like, who you talking? And I'm like, whoa.
Yeah.
What? Then I sat back and reflected, like, bro, I was ready to turn up off somebody screaming, yelling, and cutting me off.
Mm-hmm.
To your point, I love that, what you use, that blind spot.
Mm-hmm.
Because I didn't know it was there.
Uh-huh.
And this situation taught me a lot, about myself. So, yeah, man, great question.
At the time, did you believe you were rebuilding a household, or do you now see that the Most High may have been rebuilding a father?
That's a great question too. So you're asking me, if I'm hearing your question, you're asking me like, during this time that I feel like God was essentially teaching me to, okay, now reestablish this home, what it looks like, because it's dynamic, or was it God like tearing me down and put me back together to then?
Was he rebuilding the household or rebuilding the father?
He was tearing me down to build me. Yeah, yeah. So I look back at it now because I'll never forget this. One of my mentors told me, and she was like, because for a long time I was upset with my dad. I'm like, dang, I'm going through this crazy time, and my dad, bro, like my dad, not even like, he not here. So he told me, he was like, yeah, man, like you upset with your dad, but you may not realize that your dad ain't got what it takes to get you through this. So he began to tell me, like, you got to be appreciative of God, because God wants men around you because he wants you to get through it. He's like, you so upset with your dad. Your dad didn't have what it took to get you through.
Right.
And then when I look back at it now, he didn't.
Right.
Right. Previous episode or recording talking about a level of understanding that you gain and compassion that you gain for your father, right?
Uh-huh.
And so I didn't judge my father for not having it, right? I just understood that he didn't have somebody around to build him.
Yeah.
So now I can say that it's probably safe to say that God like allowed that to happen so that my children can have a father.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Now, is that to say I didn't have a father? No. No, I had a father.
Right.
But he didn't have what it took to get me through tough times.
Right.
Can you explain that stuff? That's a good question.
So no, that's good. A lot of times we may take something personal, and I've said this to many people. It's not happening to you; it's happening for you.
Yeah.
And a lot of times the way God deals with us is on a bloodline level. So we got to remember, our blood is older than us. And the same blood that runs through us ran through our mothers and fathers, and so on and so on. And there are issues in the bloodline that need to get corrected. It's our turn, because we're here right now, and he's going to correct it through us so that it doesn't pass down. It doesn't have to, but sometimes people perish for lack of knowledge. So They pass stuff on to their kids not knowing.
Yeah.
You know. Let me see. What part of your identity had to die for this chapter to become possible?
Well, I think it's perfect part to talk about what the chapter is, and
For sure.
yeah. So,
Creating order out of chaos, chapter 5.
yeah, that's perfect. So, I think I'm sorry. Ask that question again.
What part of your identity had to die in order for this chapter to become possible?
Yeah, I think pride. Yeah, the ego, prideful, know-it-all, got-it-all person had to die, right? Or begin to die, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I think that a lot of people don't, I'm not going to say a lot of people, man. That's kind of like, I would say for myself that being married as a man, I thought I had it all figured out when I'm just like figuring it out. And I mentioned this name on one of the other recordings. T.D. Jakes had this thought that what will take somebody 30 minutes to say that they do takes them 30 years to become, right? To my marriage.
Mm-hmm.
So you think just because you get married, and it's funny, my dad would tell me too when I was younger, he would say grown people are not always right. And so I didn't understand that analogy or that idea until I became 18 and I was making mistakes.
Yeah.
Because I'm thinking, because I'm grown, I got it all figured out, right? And so I'm thankful for that he said that to me, because I learned through the way, like, I don't have it all figured out. But there was a big part of me that was like prideful, ego. At the time, I'm working for a Fortune 500 company. I'm doing well. I'm in corporate. I got it, right? Got the nice house, got the wife, got the kids. Everybody got it. And I think a lot of that was haughtiness and pride, right?
Yeah.
Another piece of that, too, I think that at a very young age, you think you got it figured out or you arrived. God, like, nah.
Mm-hmm.
Like, no. There's more to you. Interesting enough, I didn't find out how much more was to me until I went through divorce.
Yeah.
Right? And fatherhood,
Mm-hmm.
you know? And so it's interesting that God allows things to take place because he knows us way more than we know ourselves, and then he knows our potential, right, in his creation of us.
Yeah.
And he knows what things to place, what things to pick, what things to pull to be like, this is who you are, right? And even now, I'm not all of who I'm going to be.
Facts.
I'm just not, right? I think God is going to continue, and I'm thankful for that.
Yeah.
I'm thankful for that. I'm thinking that God is going to continue to, like, show me who I am.
That's right.
You know? So, yeah.
Yeah. I laugh sometimes because, couples get married at the altar, and a lot of times the wedding is the last time they went to the altar together.
Yeah. See, that's why I had Nate come on this podcast show. Yeah. So, I didn't say this in the introduction. Nate's also, he's a reader and he's in ministry, and these are conversations we really be having.
Yeah.
This is perfect. So come on, talk to me.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah. So that's good. You were saying that's the last time they go to the altar now. Go ahead.
Yeah, that's a lot of times that's the last time they go to the altar together. And so a lot of times people assume a divorce means that people don't love each other anymore. People get divorced all the time and they still love each other. What it is we don't have the skills to cohabitate anymore. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And it's a skill set, and it's about stewardship.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And that's part of what the book was mainly about, getting your house in order. That's stewardship.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And through stewardship, he's building our character through stewardship.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
It's funny, man. I thought about something you and I talked about a little while ago. I was like, so I'll give you some context, right, those who are listening. So during the time of the process after the divorce, I ended up selling my house a few years later. Then I ended up renting the place and getting back into a position to purchase a home. I don't even remember this conversation. We were like, God got to see that you going to take care of, right, that small thing so that he can begin to put you in that thing that you desire, right? So it comes with an appreciation, right? Yeah. So, like, to your point, I think in marriage we want more. We just expect more without putting into it, because we can take it for granted, right? It's easy to take people for granted. And I think that
there's a word for that.
What's that?
Entitlement.
Okay.
having an expectation without wanting to put the work in to meet that expectation.
That's good, yeah. Because you just feel like I think we all go into situations, bro, with expectations,
Yeah.
right? Until you learn it. To your point, you learn like this is not.
It costs something.
It's gonna cost something, especially if. And this other thing I learned too, like if I go into situations, I communicate what I want, right? I communicate what I desire, right? And then I would also say, I wouldn't necessarily say I would go in what I expect, because then when I expect you to do expect. There's some things that you can, have a boundary on, or create some type of order on, but expect you put that person in the box because they may not be who you are expecting, and they can put a facade on, and then here you are in a situation just because you set an expectation,
right?
And now you got somebody or something. I'm not saying that was my situation. I'm just going off the topic, but
For sure.
You don't want to be in a space of where you like, I expect this, and then somebody just put on the front because they want to keep you.
Yeah. I mean, people, there's two interactions that typically happen. People either love you for you, or they just love having access to you. Mm-hmm. And you can, if you get the discernment, you can pick which one you're dealing with.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
This is what's going on. Yeah.
Were there moments when maintaining order became easier than facing grief?
Yes. So I have a friend of mine, and we've been friends since we were children. Shout out Dr. Nicoya Williams. You know Nicoya.
For sure.
The Heights too, right? Cleveland Heights we got some solid people.
For sure.
Solid people, right? But she's a licensed therapist.
Okay.
And I keep remembering this. We would have conversations during that time, and she's like, I find it funny that you're always cleaning your kitchen. And I'm like, oh, it's just like something that I like enjoy doing, right? And it's funny because when I was a kid, my dad was a Marine, right? So when I was a kid, one of my chores to do was the kitchen.
Okay.
Washing dishes, wiping off counters, cleaning up under counters, cleaning the walls, mopping the floor. That was my jam, right?
Yeah. And
then she brought up to me that sometimes we stay focused in one area because it gives us a sense of control, right? And I'm like, oh, why I didn't think about that? So when I felt like things were out of control, I'm finding a way to clean up something in the kitchen, right? And then it took for me to look at that from a, how can I say this? That's what I'm looking for. Not tangible, but like from not just a spiritual standpoint, but like reality, because I didn't really want to clean up the basement. It was so tough for me to go downstairs and clean the basement. Like all these toys is down here. Yeah. I just focus on the kitchen. Yeah. Right. And then when I started to learn, like, oh, there's some deeper things within myself I got to address. Yeah. We talk about therapy a lot on this podcast. So then I started going to therapy. Okay, cool. Help me understand some things about me. Right. But that was equivalent to me going to clean up the basement. Like, okay, I'm dreading doing it, but I know if I attack it, right, I'm going to feel better, right? Yeah. And so then that also caused me to have a little bit more grace with myself on, hey, I don't need to go all the way in that basement and clean up the toys, clean off the couches, sweep, mop, wipe the walls, dust everything down there, then go head over to the laundry area and wash the clothes, fold them. No. I can just come downstairs and pick up the kids' juice boxes and stuff off the floor. So it taught me to do things in small increments. Right. Because it seemed like it was a mountain. But it's like, okay, I'll keep chipping away at it. Right. Be patient with it. I'm going to be able to tackle this whole thing. So that I think that like was equivalent to what was going on with me internally. Yeah. Like something you just want to change, but it's like, I want this to change. It's like, no, that's not what it say, like, as let it be as in on earth as it is in heaven. Right. Right. So that's like what's happening in the natural is also happening in the spiritual. Facts. So it's like, okay, like, all right, I got to tackle this piece. Yeah, that's good. Many people hear order and think organization. But when I read your chapter, I see
more governance and authority.
Mm.
I see someone deciding what would and what would not rule their home. What do you think was truly competing for governance and authority over your household during that season?
I felt like during that time, I remember I was praying a lot during that time because I felt like I was under a big spiritual attack.
Mm-hmm.
But oddly enough, just being transparent, I thought there was another idea or mindset of what I was setting and now what I would call my house now.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and whether that's parents, whether that's grandparents,
Mm-hmm.
whether that's family, right? And here I am, like, no, like, this is what's gonna happen here.
Mm-hmm.
You know, we gonna do this like this, and then it got to a point to where, right back to pride, I had to learn from being like, we gonna do it like this. This is how we gonna do it. To taking it to, hey, we gonna do it like this, and this is why we're gonna do it like this.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and
Now it's educational.
yeah, now I'm like, look, I'm doing this because it's gonna help you. It's gonna help us. And then I began to communicate the idea of a team.
Yeah.
Hey, this is a team. This is our gang.
We.
It's us. You know what I'm saying? Home team. I don't know if you ever seen Rocky, but
Mm-hmm.
when he Rocky 5, a lot of people don't like that one. I love that one.
Yeah.
But when him and his son, they had a little handshake, and that would always ended home team. It's
Mhm.
like home team. You know what I'm saying? Like no matter what, it's home team, baby. Like this is what we doing. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Does that answer your question?
Yeah.
All right, cool.
Your children experience safety through your consistency.
Mm-hmm.
Where did you encounter the Most High's consistency towards you during that season?
Ask that again.
Your children experience safety through your consistency. Where did you experience consistency from the Most High in that season?
You know what? Okay. I think to that, what was happening was, just before we can go back in the God Most High, I think what was happening during that season was God was putting people in my place to show me who He was.
Yeah.
Right. And He was putting, whether it's like friends, family, leadership within the church, like people were so consistent, you know. And I'm like, man, these people ain't never really been like this consistent or showing this much love. And I took it as God, like, look, like, I ain't about to just come down and sit with you like we talk on this podcast, right? But was putting people in my life or just like just showing me, look, I'm here.
Alignment.
It's just guiding me. Hell, okay, don't do that. You don't need to do that because of this, right? And then I would also see that God would keep me from certain things, and He was also keeping certain people from me too.
That's right.
Right. And I'm not gonna say it was always for the bad reason or bad reasons, but it was for whatever it was for Him, right? But looking back now, looking back then to now, it I take it differently.
Yeah.
I was offended, you know, by people. I was upset with God, right? There were people I felt like, you know, crossed me. There were people I felt like, I had this victim mentality.
Yeah.
To now, I'm like, oh man, this was dope. You know what I mean? This was like, to get through that, because now you see it's a purpose on the other side of that.
It wasn't happening to you.
It was happening for me. Yeah.
Perspective.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
What lesson did your children learn from watching you that you never intentionally tried to teach them?
That I'm human and they are too.
That's good.
And what I mean by human, that you are imperfect.
Blind spot.
Yeah, blind spots. But then the cool thing about being imperfect is you gotta admit that you imperfect. It's gonna be okay.
Yep.
It's gonna be okay. You know, particularly one of my kids, I teach them still, bro. It's okay, bro. Like you're okay. Like this is your. I teach it this way. This is your learning ground.
Mm-hmm.
You in a house with me, with your dad. I got your best interest. I may communicate it in a way that you may potentially feel like, man, his dad,
love or care for me. It's just my thought, right? I don't know.
Yeah.
I asked, you think I love you, you know, but I'm going to be your learning ground because I'm not the world out there.
Facts.
I'm the guy that's gonna say, hey, that was wrong. This why I was wrong. This why you need to do it again. This is the potential consequences if you do that, and this is how you change that.
Yeah.
To where out there somebody gonna be like, oh, okay, you're a problem. I tell my kids this. In this world, you have problems and you have problem solvers, and I want you to be a problem solver. And if you have your own situation with yourself on a problem, you need to fix it. You can rectify that within yourself. So I would show my kids, even to this day, bro, you human, and it's okay to mess up. You ain't got to hide it. You ain't got to act like it's not you. You ain't got to create no excuse. Like, be real about it. It's so funny that, and this is why I think it's so important for, if the situation allows it, for fathers to raise their own children, and for children to be raised by their own fathers, and for mothers to raise their own children, and for children to be raised by their own mothers. Because of that, I have that thought because a father and a mother, if they're honest with themselves, can see the areas of opportunity that can be grown in their children. I've seen my kids do things that I've done.
Yes.
And I'm like, you did that because of this injury. And they're like, no. It's like, okay. You sure? Okay. Or were you thinking this? You thinking that? Yeah. Look, just be honest. Be honest with me now. Okay, cool. You know why I know you did that? Because you spotted you got it. I can see me in you, right? And I explained to him, you can catapult. You can be way better than me, way better than anybody around you, if you could just be okay with being wrong. You all right? Ain't nothing bad about to happen to you. You just have an opportunity to grow now.
Yeah.
Right? And that's why I think, and I want to get off subject, but that's why I think it's so vital that parents are honest with their children about who they are. Right?
Right.
Because if you honest with your kid about who you are, then your kid ain't like thinking, what's wrong with me? Like, I'm doing this, my mom or my dad mad at me about this. It's like, no, I know why you did that, bro, because I used to do that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, it's a friend of my mother stepped in my house today, and she made a comment about my baby boy. She's like, yeah, I don't know why. You act like you don't know. Oh, shit, like, I don't know why your dad got mad at you for that. Your daddy used to be the same way. Now, I know.
For sure.
Right. I told him, hey, okay, I was a clown, man. I you know, and it was hard for me to stay focused. I communicated in the way I want to communicate. But you ain't my mother. You know, I'm like, okay, ma, you can, I get it. I'll let you have that one. But to that point, like, I can see who you are, bro, because I was the same.
That's right.
Okay, right. So that's one of my biggest reasons I'm encouraging people. Just be real with yourself, man. It's okay, bro. I use this term. You're not about to die. You're not about to die. You're not about to go to hell. You're not about to go to jail. For being honest, right? And what I mean by that is, if you have a character thing that you need to fix, just fix it, right? Don't be shameful about it. Don't feel like you're the only one. Don't feel like something bad about to happen to you, because you're human.
That's right.
That's it.
I like that. If God has shown you then the man you are becoming now, what would have surprised you most?
So you saying, if God would have shown me then who I'm going to be, like, to this day, what would I be surprised by? Like, oh, wow, I would have never. Man, you know what, man? A lot of stuff, bro. So, a lot of stuff. But, like, I think I've learned a lot about relationships, right? God taught me a lot about relationships, taught me a lot about the importance of a relationship between a man and a woman, how a man is supposed to be to a woman and with a woman. God has also shown me the importance of, like, hey, you gotta figure this thing out. You gotta figure it out, you know. And you know, I look at my life now, and God has allowed me to, like, figure things out. Right. The other thing that would shock me,
wisdom.
Yeah, wisdom. So another thing that shocked me, well, not shocked me, but I'm thankful for, is I'm okay with being myself. You know, I made comment, yeah, I was doing really well, nice house, corporate, but I really wasn't myself.
Mm-hmm.
I wasn't myself. And I think I wasn't myself because I was afraid who I would lose and keep.
Mm-hmm.
Right. And now in my life, I'm thankful I'm not the person that's like, all right, cool, I got to kind of cater to so and so because in this way, or change up a little bit who I am because, you know, it's like I learn now the people that God have in your life, they're there for a purpose. They're there for a reason.
Absolutely.
Right. And got to be okay with everything isn't eternity down here, right? So, like, you ain't going to always be, it's a possibility. You ain't going to always be cool with the same people. It's a reality that the same people ain't going to always love you.
Mm-hmm.
A reality that you ain't going to always love the same people, right? It's a reality that your life 5 years ago can be different 5 years from today,
Mm-hmm.
right? That's the reality. So I think I'm more of an individual that's like, okay, I can accept things. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So before I'm like, man, I don't know if I can potentially, I don't know if how can I accept that, right?
Yeah.
And even after marriage and divorce, like God taught me some things, and I'm like, wow, you know. So I think one of the biggest things is I'm comfortable in my own skin and who I am, and what comes with that.
And that's speaking to the difference between experience and maturity.
Mm-hmm.
Experience is when you got a bunch of stuff going on, and maturity happens when you actually become something different or transform as a result of having a bunch of stuff going on.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And so a lot of people just be in the mix,
Mm-hmm.
but there are people who actually become as a result of the mix. You know what I'm saying?
True. And add to that too, like even this, the reason why this book was written, it was a lot of shame, right?
Mm-hmm.
And some stories, this is my opinion. I would venture to say a lot of people don't want certain stories to be aligned or connected with them,
For sure.
right? Because what that might look like, right? Or people's thought towards it, right? Or the level of shame you may feel about it.
Mm-hmm.
But it's like, no, this is all part of like who I am. And right back to being okay, just being you as the individual that you were created to be, you start to know when you walk into the godly purpose of what God wants you to do, you ain't really fighting and reaching and scratching. It's just seamless. It's just like, this is what I'm supposed to be.
Mm-hmm.
And everything just aligns with that.
Peace.
Yeah, it's just like, okay, everything, you know, I'm not going to hide from this. So to answer your question, part of me wanted to hide from what occurred with me.
Right.
And it's like, nah, bro, this is who I am. This is a part of, not who I am, but this is a part of my makeup.
Yeah.
If that makes sense.
All right. That leads into the next question.
Mm-hmm.
What if divorce was not the defining event of that season?
Mm-hmm.
What if God was writing a different headline over that chapter of your life? What would that headline be?
You mean, like, if I'm hearing you're saying like if divorce didn't happen?
Mm-hmm.
So if divorce didn't happen,
Mm-hmm.
And I still stayed with my ex-wife,
Mm-hmm.
but a lot of that feeling and emotion, fire, whatever it might look like, still was present, but it just wasn't for divorce.
Mm-hmm.
So outside of naming that season, the season of divorce, what would I name it?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I would probably.
And you still end up being where you are now, as far as character. What would you have named that season if take divorce off the table, and you still went through whatever you were going through,
Mm-hmm.
but you still got the lessons and the blessings? What would the title of that chapter be?
Maybe the breaking and remaking. Yeah. Like the breaking of thoughts, ideas, concepts, perceptions, ideas, the what I look like to people, the breaking of that,
Mm-hmm.
how I saw me, and then remaking of a new individual with new understanding and all of that.
Okay.
You know.
Okay.
Yeah.
You describe creating order in your home, but when I finished reading, I found myself wondering what God was teaching your children. Was He teaching your children how to survive divorce, or was He teaching them how a covenant man responds when life breaks apart?
You asked me that. Okay. So, was this teaching my kids?
How to survive divorce, or was He teaching them how a covenant man responds when life breaks apart?
I think the second one.
Okay.
I think the second one. I like to think the second one. And I say that because divorce wasn't the only thing that was going on. Right. I think divorce it has a lot of tentacles connected to it. And I think when my kids look back, they probably won't look back and be like, oh, this is how you handle divorce. But I think it's more so, oh, this is how you handle a trying time.
Mm-hmm.
Right. And also, it's funny because even hearing you ask me that question right now, like, I'm literally questioning myself, like, because you use a very important word, and it's covenant, a covenant man.
Mm-hmm.
And it's funny because I'm sitting here, I'm thinking like, dang, did it always display that I was in covenant with God? Did I always display? You hear me? Like, did I display that? Hey, I'm in covenant with God, and right, I can be honest and say I don't think I had, right?
Yeah.
But I think in this season and maybe a little bit of the season prior and where I'm going, I think my kids are going to learn more about God and less about me. Because that covenant piece is, the Bible talk about how God is married to the backslider.
Mm-hmm.
So they'll be able to see, like, where you think you're perfect and your imperfections, God can still do great stuff with you, or is going to do great stuff with you, because you could think you fall out of covenant with Him, but He definitely ain't covenant with you.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
Mm-hmm.
no matter what that might look like, He like, no, I'm here. So I think this season is more so my kids learning who God is,
Mm-hmm.
right? As He, to be transparent, as He's talked about more.
As you're more intentional.
Yeah, as
you
he's
talk
like,
about intentionality a
yeah,
lot.
like as he's talked about more.
Yeah.
Because it's like, oh, okay, yeah, man, like it's bigger than just a God is good, but it's more conversation about like, hey, who is God? What do you see God? How do you see God? And it's more of that, and I foresee it being that being consistent.
Facts.
Right, but they're gonna be able to pick apart, like, oh yeah, it's bigger than Dad going through divorce or Mom and Dad going divorce. It's bigger than all this other stuff.
You could fill in the blank with anything. You don't have to be divorced.
It can be,
because if I can't talk to the Most High God about everything, then is He really Most High?
Right. Or is He just the Most High when Dad going or somebody going through divorce?
Or when I need something?
Yeah.
All things.
It's funny, man. Most recently, bro, as I had, because this ain't never. You ever had one of those things in life that you like, bro? I got to do this. Like, it's not leaving me alone.
Yes.
And then there's like this thing in your way to do all these other things.
Mm-hmm.
This is one of those things. I feel like God, like, you got to do it. And I would go back and forth. God, is this you? You know what I'm saying? Like, is this me? Is this my flesh? Is this mine? You know what I mean? Is this for me? And I'm like, just over time. Then I try to silence it.
Oh yeah. And
I try to silence it. And then I don't know. I'm just gonna live. Then it like find its way to be like, you know, come here. I need you to do this. And it's interesting doing this now. Like, I'm a part of some other organizations where I'm talking to men that are experiencing what I've went through.
Yeah.
And it feels good to walk into a space or hop on a phone call or be in a conversation, sitting down, having coffee with somebody, and you like, oh, I got the answer to this.
Yeah.
So,
me being broken allowed me to walk with you. I had to go through it so that I can walk with you.
That's what's up.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's why it was like, I think we go through things so we can help other people go through too.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
so now I see cats as like, they on the brink of being broken. They can't see it yet, And I'm just like, don't even worry about it. Once you go through it, I'm gonna walk with you too, because that was something that I wish I had. So I knew that he was talking to me about being that for other men when it was their turn. Because I used to think it was like, oh, you know, it was a result of sin in people's lives. But no, everybody got to get broken. Everybody got to get broken.
That's crazy.
And for a lot of men, it's usually going to come through a woman.
Yeah, it's true.
So it's a part of the process.
Yeah.
It's a part of the process.
Yeah.
It's not personal. It's just
a part of.
It's just a part of the process.
Mm-hmm. It's I'm over here thinking right now, like looking back. It's a question either we can both talk about, like, but looking back at it, when you like, you can have a conversation with somebody like, man, I went through this for other people, and it's almost interesting because you don't choose what you go through.
Facts.
Right, so almost make me wonder, like, because you got a heart, I know you want to help people, and even for me, like, what is it that you think, like, oh, okay, you can get to the other side of that just so you can help other people?
Yeah,
you see what I'm saying?
That's
it's like
that's that alignment. You know what I'm saying? It's like you made it over the wall. Now throw the rope back over, because there's people coming behind you.
Mm-hmm. And it's sad, bro, because we a lot of people got answers to questions, but it's hard, even this, for people to talk about, for men to talk about.
Yeah.
So I encourage the men out there, bro, like, talk about it, right? Talk about it. Be wise in your doing that, but like, because using your analogy, like, okay, I got the rope on the other side of this wall, I'm gonna reach back to get somebody else over this wall.
Yeah.
And you got so many men walking around that got the answer. You got so many men walking around that have the question.
Yep.
And it's like, we can be more open, transparent, vulnerable, right? You will see a lot of men being healed.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
It's good talk.
Yeah, brother. You got any more questions?
That's it, man.
That was good, man. That was good. So, interesting enough, man, I every guest that come on my show, I always give them an opportunity. The name of the podcast is Just Ramble, right? So I give everybody opportunity. Just get on here, and doesn't matter what it is, right? But you're gonna have that time, because I believe everyone has a voice. Everyone should be heard. So I say just ramble, right? So interesting enough, though, I'm the guest.
Mm-hmm. Do your thing.
So with that being said, brother, I'm gonna do another thing. Right back to what men don't see a lot. And that's men giving other men their flowers, right? I'm gonna tell you, I'm thankful for you, brother. One of the biggest things is I told you at the beginning of this podcast, I've learned that I can just be so real with you. We have a great time, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
We always have a great conversation.
Facts.
This was so natural, because this is what we do.
Mm-hmm.
But like, as a man, I see you. I'm on the phone. We be on the phone with each other, and you know what? Before I'm gonna say this to y'all. One night, you remember this?
I don't know what you
I'm
about
about
to
to
say.
say something to you. So yeah, one night. Judge me if y'all want. I'm gonna just say it. So one night, I'm tired. I'm like, man, it's the weekend. I'm like, man, you know what, man? I've been hearing people talk about these edibles, man. I'm gonna go ahead and take me a little half of an edible. You remember this?
Was that the night we was with your cousin?
No.
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 No. Oh, the phone call. Okay. Go ahead.
So on this phone call, you remember this?
I remember.
So this was crazy.
I remember.
So one night, it's weekend. I say, man, I'm gonna take a little piece. So I go get a little piece of edible. Okay, cool. So I say, well, I'm gonna look at some emails or some work, and all of a sudden, I'm having like this very strong sense of emotion. It's 10 o'clock at night, right? And I'm giving a testament to the brotherhood and friendship here, right? True story. And you tell me if I'm making this up.
Mm-hmm.
So take this edible, and I get like this high level of like emotion. It's like overtaking me. And so
what immediately happened was it's like 11 o'clock, and I'm going through this for like 30 minutes. So I see my ex-wife, not physically, but I had a vision of her, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then what happened was God allowed me to feel her pain.
Mm-hmm.
Am I making this up?
Mm-mm.
And I'm sitting here, and I call this brother, and I'm like, bro. He like, what I say? Man, I just saw a vision of my ex-wife, and I'm like feeling her pain. And he's like, okay. He was like, you know, what else? I'm just sitting here. Then not only did I feel her pain, but like God showed me the first time she felt pain. Then the pain that I put her through, right? And he's letting me like feel all of this.
Mm-hmm.
It's 10 o'clock at night. I remember I'm crying, I'm snotting. This brother stayed on the phone with me till like 3:30 in the morning.
Yep.
Right?
Yep.
And he like, and so we talked. It really wasn't no talking. He was really just, he just sitting with me on the phone. He sitting me on the phone.
He was crying for hours, dog.
I'm crying. I'm talking about like I'm bawling. Like I'm like literally snot. And so he like, yeah, bro. The whole time he like, yeah, bro. Yep, let it happen. Let it happen. And I'm on the phone. I'm like, I'm praying. I'm asking God for forgiveness. I'm saying sorry. I'm like, I understand. It was crazy.
Mm-hmm.
And so the next day we get on the phone. He like, bro, I almost brought you a Gatorade, son. You was dehydrated over there, right? You remember that?
I do.
But he called me literally the next morning. It was like 8 o'clock, and he was like, bro, that was a level of freedom.
Mm-hmm.
And I remember you telling me that it was a blessing that you was able to hear that. But I want to tell you as a friend, right, bro? I was trying to think, and I probably know one or two other people that probably would have did that with me.
Mm-hmm.
And you got a family,
Mm-hmm.
you got kids, you got your wife, and you sat on that phone with me, bro, that whole night.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm just, and then not only did you sit on the phone with me, you kind of explained it to me afterwards, you know.
Because I had to go through it. That's
Bruh.
why I already knew what was happening to you.
And you know what's funny? I couldn't have told this story no other time for nobody to believe me outside of you being on this podcast.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Because I've told people about it, but I'm like, nah, the man that actually sat on the phone with me, and I'm like, oh man, and you asked me like, yeah, now you got some understanding. Now you give you a little more level of grace. But it was surreal. It was like an out of body experience.
Yeah.
And but no, bro, thank you, bro, for sitting that with me, bro.
Right.
And then and just being there, man. When I'm in need, bro, I know we do that for each other, man. We need to talk, cool.
Mm-hmm.
I could just text you, call you. We could just be men, bro. So
Absolutely.
I want to give you flowers, bro, for just being an amazing father, an amazing husband. I thank God for you. I thank God for everything that you've been through. I'm excited for what God about to do in your life. I know you got a lot of little business ventures going on, man. I'm not gonna say little business ventures. You got a lot of business ventures going on, but you do a lot of things.
Yeah.
Right. And I'm excited for you, bro. So I want to
Appreciate it.
give you flowers, bro. More men need friends like you.
I appreciate that, man.
You understand?
Same back at you.
Appreciate
It's our
that.
job as men to walk with each other.
Yeah.
And not just other men, but
Mm-hmm.
so just walk with people, man. Our presence, as men, we don't really have to say much because our presence already carries an authority.
Mm-hmm.
You see what I'm saying? Sometimes it's just being in the room with people, man, and things happen.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So, like, it's like with my kids. I don't even have to say nothing to them a lot of times. I just look at them.
Being there, yeah.
I just give them a look, and they already know to tighten up.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
It's presence. So,
My brother, man. Well, thank you for being on the show. Love you, man.
love you too, bro.
And this gonna be one. This one right here. One of them. My boy. That was good, bro.